Violence.
Go dummy, go beast. Oh no, I go beast.
They will fight. And they will die.
Our entire culture is heavily enamored of it. You find it everywhere you go. Sports, movies, on the street, the Oscars. At the same time, we try to teach people that they shouldn't be violent. We usually point out the potential risks and costs involved. But let's ask a different question today. When is it okay to be violent? Naturally, the answer is, but it doesn't depend on much. First, violence as a response. If you're responding to violence or a violent act, the usual answer of it's self-defense, so it's okay then, comes up. But even there, it depends. There is a doctrine of proportionate response, for example. A 30-year-old punching you is not the same thing as a 6-year-old punching you. The measure in this respect is whether or not the attempt to commit violence has merit. Again, somebody flailing at you is not really a threat, and that doesn't merit damage back. Prevented, perhaps, but not actually counterattacked. In the 30-year-old example, if you have a complete wiener on one side, and then a heavily prepared combat-trained adult on the other side, the Navy SEAL-ish type individual here probably shouldn't be murdering the crap out of the wiener. So, no counterattack there. But if somebody is fully capable of hurting you, then the next question becomes one of timing. In that now infamous clip of Will Smith attacking Chris Rock during the Oscars, he slapped down once hard and then walked away. Now, there are many people who felt that Rock would have been justified to immediately attack back. But note immediately that Smith walked away. That was it. The only thing telling you to go after somebody who's taken a cheap shot on you and walked off is pride at that point. You can see another radio counseling for that one. The consequences for following up on violence committed just so you feel better in the moment are nearly always greater than the release you get from committing that violence. So let's look at the violence as a solution approach. The classic example is you can lead a horse to water, in that you can force somebody to go somewhere, but you can't force them to believe or do something. You can create enough fear of consequences, but that is not the same thing. Violence pretty much never compels a behavior. Fear will. But what exactly is that engendering? Think about you. If somebody forced you to do something, how do you feel? Yeah, violence pretty much never compels a behavior. So, what do you think that anger is going to lead to then? So you got to play it wisely in regards to anger and threats. Whenever possible, you got to take a moment to think. What's your goal here? What is it that you want? What is your goal here? Violence by itself is naturally a self-defeating process. Eventually, there's always somebody who's bigger, stronger, faster, or just meaner. It's not a game to play anywhere off of a tournament field. The corollary to this is that we are what we practice. So when hammering your problems seems like a viable solution, you need to be concerned when all you see is nails.